Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Mary Felling, physical therapist. Today I'm going to be showing you a technique called the head nod. This is really great for any of you who have found not only do you have stiffness and pain in your neck, but you're beginning to feel weak, like you're working very hard to hold your head up. Let's get started. All right, so all you're going to need is a ball. This is about 4 inches. If you have anything that's about 3 inches to 5 inches, that will work. Tennis ball is probably a little too small. A racquetball ball is a little too small too. So you're going to need this, and you're going to need an open wall, excuse me, for this technique. So I was talking about this head nod. It's a little different than those chin tucks. You're probably all very familiar. Your therapist has probably told you to tuck your chin in to help stretch out some of the muscles that get very tight and then start creating that forward head posture. Well, in my 30 plus years of being a physical therapist, and I have found in patient care that when we use this chin tuck, it was actually creating tightness in some other muscles. So it was helping one thing, but it was causing problems in another. So I stopped using that altogether, and I found that with this head nod, it helps to provide the stabilization in the neck muscles that we're missing. And then for elongating the muscles of the neck, I have a couple of other videos for that. You can see those in the description at the end of this video. So get your ball, and all you're going to do is face a wall, and the ball goes right here, the middle of your forehead. And then in this position, you just nod your head. I'm not going upwards at all. I'm just going down and then back to the neutral position. So I'm just coming down and forward. And what you're going to do is we're going to do 3 sets of just 10 seconds of these. So it's a very simple technique. You can do this anywhere. You can be anywhere as long as you have a ball and a wall. This is also a great rescue technique. So if you're feeling tight, you're feeling tender or weak in your neck in the middle of the day, just do this for 10 seconds and see what happens to you. All right, so here we go. So we're going to count to 10. All right, and you're just doing a very nice kind of quality controlled movement with your head. And you notice that I'm not bending forward with my head, I'm just tilting it. I'm going to call this 10 seconds here. So we're going to take a minute off. Not a minute, maybe we'll take about a half a minute break. So what's happening is this is going on. I'm not doing this kind of a thing. That's what the ball does. It helps keep you in your axis of motion very specific. That's a whole nother program I'll talk about. All right, let's go back. We're going to do a second set of 10 seconds. Here we go. And it's just a gentle nod, and you think, how in the world could this make a difference? But it really does. This is getting a deep muscle called the cervices longissimus, which gets really weak as we get older and as we keep leaning forward. That's another 10 seconds. As we keep leaning forward over our work, over our patients or people we care and love. So we're going to do another short break, maybe 30 seconds again. And then we go back and we're going to do one more set. So when you're doing these at home, it's always 3 sets of 10 seconds, and you can start increasing when you're feeling good. Go to 12 seconds. Go to 15. Your goal is to get up to 30 seconds of head nodding. All right, so here's our last 10 seconds. And I'm not going really quick. And you'll notice there's not really a huge range of motion. That's so we can really make sure we're not using any other muscle except that cervices longissimus. All right, that's about 10 seconds. Okay, so continue for the next 14 days, every day doing this once or twice. You can certainly do it a third time. It won't cause you any harm to do this. But after 14 days, then you can knock it back to maybe twice a week or 3 times a week. But if you feel a difference, I had one patient say, she was a nurse, and she would be in these long shifts, that she could go and do a head nod without waiting to get home. She could do it on a break, and it helped her, however that helped her. So use this at any point in the day. The other thing I will tell you is once you get that feeling of what a head nod is, you don't have to have it in a wall anymore. You can just use your hand. And so instead of the wall, you can use your hand no matter where you are and do your head nod, because you'll get that sense of just the head moving. You're not moving your hand. but I would say for at least 7 to 10 days, use the wall first so you start that neuromuscular learning and that the head feels, you know what it feels like to do a correct head nod. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Remember, in the description below, I've got those other neck exercises that help elongate and remove the stiffness in those muscles that are creating that forward head posture. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.